Welcome to Call Before Showing, a podcast where we help real estate pros navigate the emotional ups and downs of the real estate business
and hear the stories of real people who buckle in and ride the roller coaster with us.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Welcome to Call Before Showing. This is Alex Eldridge, and I'm here with my co-host, Allison McPherson. And today we have a very special guest. Allison is going to be doing an interview with her dear friend, Kristina Knapp. Kristina is the founder of Elixir Media, which is a full-service management company that handles social media for some great companies.
Yay!
Let's jump right in.
Today, I am here for a very exciting interview with one of my very dear friends, Kristina Knapp from Elixir Media Co. Hi, Kristina.
Hello.
So Kristina is a social media expert, and so we decided that we would chat about real estate and social media. I hope that everyone out there is doing some social media marketing, but if you aren't, and even if you are, Kristina will have some really great tips for you to be able to market yourself on social media. What is one mistake that you think real estate agents and realtors make marketing themselves on social media?
I think the biggest mistake that realtors make on social media would be that they sell. They kind of come across like a used car salesman, like they're very pushy. Every single post is when you're ready to sell, call me, I'm your realtor. And there's really no online community building. A lot of realtors are showing up with the goal of getting leads, and it comes across that way. It comes across very disgenuine. And I think what happens is a lot of people end up unfollowing them, and then the realtors are left frustrated that it's not working. But it's really because they're missing this whole other element of building community.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, social media is there for everyone to be social, right? And that is one thing I think a lot of us miss the boat on, is that we're so busy trying to get leads, that we're not really looking to just build community, and then the leads will come organically from the community that we build, or like the fun that we have on social media. Like, we don't always have to be showing what houses we sold. We could be talking about our dog, and then people connect to us because, oh, I have a dog too, and I love my dog, and I want a new backyard for my dog. So that's a good point. I think another thing a lot of people miss is that they don't have like the basic contact information, like it's not fully filled out. I think that's something that a lot of people miss. Like, is your phone number easy to find on your pages? Because you're probably missing leads if not. So that's just one tip from me, but let's talk to you more.
Yeah, so that's definitely a big one, is having your bio both on Facebook and Instagram filled out correctly and fully. And I think people miss a lot of opportunity, not just realtors, with their bio, because that's really the first thing that people see, that about me section, or, on Facebook or on Instagram, you have like 125 characters to differentiate yourself from who you're talking to, which should be so specific, but then also what makes you different as a realtor, because there's so many, right? There's so many realtors out there. Everyone knows one. Everyone's family has their own realtor. So what's going to make you different that you can say to your ideal client that's going to make them go, you know what? Yeah, this is my person. This is the one that I want to spend time with and hang out with.
Well, so in that, you were talking about ideal client. If somebody doesn't have an ideal client already defined, like in their mind, what is like your first tip for going to find out what their ideal client is?
One of the first things I do with every single one of our consulting clients for Elixir Media Co. is we sit down and we create a marketing avatar. Now, some of you guys may know what this is, but some of you don't. You can kind of think about it. Everyone knows what a niche market is, and everyone knows that they need to have one, right? But a marketing avatar forces you to take that market of, a couple thousand, a couple hundred, and create one single person and create them to a point that's so detailed that you could literally picture them sitting next to you and going and grabbing coffee. So I want to know what their name is. I don't want to know that they're 25 to 37. I want to know that they're 32. I want to know where they go for coffee. I want to know if they have pets, what kind of pets they have, if they went to college, where did they go? What did they major in? The more specific that you can be, the better. And so how you use this marketing avatar is when you're writing your captions for any type of social media, you talk to that one person. Or you might have 2 or 3 different avatars, but you talk to them directly. And that way, there's no confusion for your ideal client to know that you're speaking to them. It's a really great way to kind of weed out the bullshitters, the people that you don't want to work with.
I love that. I think that's a great tip because I think in real estate, a lot of us put people into categories like first time home buyer or downsizer or move up buyers, like people who are buying their second home and selling their first home. Like I have not even gotten that specific down to like my ideal client being 32 years old or anything like that. And so I think that's a great tip for being able to make it so that we feel that we're actually talking to a person rather than whoever may be scrolling through social media. That is something that is so easy to almost like lose sight of, that like social media is supposed to be social and we're talking to people. We're not just talking to random robots on the internet. So I know you said it's really important to have like your bios on Facebook and Instagram. Are those the primary places that you feel that real estate agents should be marketing themselves? Or do you think they should be other places like LinkedIn or Twitter?
The thing that I always tell people about Twitter is that if you are not Beyonce, then you don't need to be on Twitter. Don't waste your time. Don't put your energy towards things that you're not going to see any return of investment in. So I would say Instagram and Facebook are your gold mines. LinkedIn, I think that it's useful if you already have a lot of in-person contacts for realtors specifically, but I would definitely say I would equate Instagram and Facebook to going and grabbing a coffee with someone, but instead you're able to reach so many more people. But interacting and engaging is so important to make those one-on-one connections. And when I say interacting and engaging, I mean logging into your account, finding your ideal client, people who could literally buy from you today or give you their business today, and say hello, not in a DM. Don't be creepy. Don't do that. But like, go on a post and just say, "Hey, I have a boxer too. Does yours go crazy over bones?" I don't know. I think the best way to approach it is to be a cheerleader. And everyone loves a cheerleader. Everyone loves to feel good. If you go into your account, find 20 people a day. I know it's a lot, but if you find 20 new people a day to interact with, I promise you, like, you will get results.
I think it's one of those things too that like it's so easy to just post and then move on. And so the reminder to interact is like super, super important. Otherwise, we're just throwing things against a wall and like hoping they stick, where when we're interacting, we're actually building relationships. So when people are engaging, you were saying, I have a boxer too. You were actually saying things more than just like, love it with an emoji. What would be your top tips for engaging on social media?
So we actually have 3 rules of engagement that we stick by. And the number 1 rule is it has to be at least 5 words. So that does 2 things. One, it breaks an algorithm that's on Instagram. Facebook actually keeps track of. If you write more than 5 words in a comment, it's actually going to help boost how much people you reach. So always make sure it's 5 words. But that also kind of plays into our second rule, which is to be as specific as possible. Just like you were saying, Allie, don't say, "Hey, beautiful photo," or, "love that image." It's very spammy. It's very disgenuine. But if you say something that's specific, like "love the natural light coming in through those windows," it lets you break the algorithm, but B, it also lets that person know that you're actually paying attention to their post, right? You're not some bot or, automatic commenter. You're actually taking the time to look at their photo and comment on it. The third rule is that you should always add branded emojis. Now, you might not have branded emojis, but just pick a few of them, like 3, that just kind of encompass what you want people to feel when they meet you. Whether that is a purple heart because your favorite color is purple, or whether it's a little cat emoji with the heart eyes because you're a crazy cat lady. Just always add in those 3 emojis after your 5-word comment, because what it does is it literally captures people's eye. It breaks up the black and the white text, so it just gets you more attention.
So, you know what I was thinking of when you were talking about that? One time I had a bot comment on a picture that I posted that was of my dog that had just passed away. And a bot commented, "Love this," with a heart. And I was like, dude, my dog died. That's rude. Don't be commenting that. Be like, "He was the sweetest dog ever." You're right, Allison. Like, what the heck? It's super important to be mindful of stuff like that. you don't want to sound like every other person on social media. So if everybody is commenting, congratulations, love this, it's so important to like be the person that stands out, because then the other person who's posting is more likely to comment back to you, and then everything is all hunky dory and Instagram loves you. Anyway, I love all the tips that you gave us today, Kristina. Thank you so much for joining us. And where can people find you? Obviously, you're on social media. So what are your handles there?
You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Elixir Media Co. That's ELIXIR Media Co. We're always sharing tips, like all the time. We really try to be a resource and kind of like a bullshit filter for the social media world. So we take a lot of time. We do research every single day to make sure that we're always the first to know, we're always on top of it. And you always know that if you follow our tips, they will work for you for sure, because we test out every single one of them on our 10 accounts that we manage. So,
Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much to Kristina for coming on and letting us pick her brain. I actually have more questions that I would love for her to answer, but like Allison said, I think we're definitely going to have her back on. So, Allison, where can we find her?
Kristina can be found at elixirmedia.co online, and her social media handles are at elixirmediaco. Her blog is a fantastic resource too, and she has now started hosting some virtual workshops. So if you are looking to learn more from her, in addition to her blog and her social media and all that jazz, that is a great resource for you, because no matter where you are in the country, you can pick her brain on different aspects of social media. So I think the next one she has coming up is on February 7th. So that's like the week we're going to be launching. I'm not sure if they're sold out or not, but you can keep an eye on all of her social media channels and on her website and all that. And you will see future ones popping up as well, because she definitely wants to expand her reach throughout the rest of the country rather than holding all of her information hostage here locally. So again, thank you so much, Kristina, for joining us on the podcast, and we hope you all have a great day.
As always, you can find us at Call Before Showing on Instagram and Facebook. And have a beautiful day, guys. We'll catch you next time.